How's it going, everybody? There are twomanyraptors here, and welcome back to Crash Team Racing. So last time I made a video out of this game, it was a let's play on the adventure mode, and I had tons of fun. But ever since then, after that, there has been new tracks, new content has been released, and I haven't gotten all of them. I didn't get all the characters, I didn't get all the carts, but I definitely have all the tracks, as we all do. So I figured I'll be making videos of those tracks, so let's go. So here's what I'm gonna do. These are the new tracks, the bonus tracks. I'm gonna make a single race on Twilight Tour, then on Prehistoric Playground, and then I'm gonna go to the cup race, go to the bonus cup, and play the rest of the tracks right there. So how about that? Where it is, right there. Twilight Tour, confirm, carts, wheels, bodies. Let's try with my most favorite one, this wheelie right here. The wheels shall be the one it owns. The paint job shall be my own. Just look how sexy that car is. And the character we shall play is obviously Crash Bandicoot. So, let's go. Where's Crash? There he is, right there. Alright, so let's start and let's do it. Man, this is taking a while. Ah, finally, there. Jeez, that was like, I think, more than a minute. Alright, here we go. There! Lovely dew morning love. Okay. So, I will be honest, right here, I've already made a recording of the type of content here in Crash Team Racing. I already made a video. Or at least a recording. And I recorded at the same time I made the Pokemon video, actually. So, the issue was the fact that in the initial recording, it was stuttering in frame rate, like it was slowing down significantly. It was hard to watch. And the sad thing is, I didn't realize that was such an issue until I started editing the video, because I edited the video at a separate day I recorded it. You know me, being busy at times and stuff like that. So that was the issue. So I got angry, I broke some stuff, and then I just went on to re-record it. In the second re-recording, yes, the second time I attempted recording this, apparently it was running smoothly. There was no degrades in frame rate, but it wasn't doing the audio. What's more, it was taking my audio and like hyping it up in sensitivity, making me sound like, well, here's how it sounds like. I may look a bit weird, but I'm a bit closer right now.
I really sound like this right there, like that, like that.
And it was super annoying. So I was like, you know what, screw this. So I just stopped, and then I just, you know, rested myself because of all the anger I've been having. I get angry pretty easily, you all know that right now. I mean, there's not enough space now in my heart and mind for any more anger. So any anger that I'm experiencing, new anger, I have to release it somewhere. So usually I break stuff. Something I break. Or sometimes I try to find someone who's terrible or bad, and I eat their filthy souls, you know, so that's what I do. So yeah, even these small things I get super angry. Of course I don't show it to everyone else because, you know, this is my problem and I don't want anyone else to witness it all that much too time, or they might judge me too much or something like that. So yeah, but I was honestly really angry because I was like, I said a lot in that video, like a whole bunch. I talked about, you know, the difference and similarities between this game and Team Sonic Racing, which one do I prefer. Then I was talking about actors and actresses and how I love how different they are in terms of their accents and like that. And then I was talking about how I love to Switch, all these a bunch of things, and that all was wasted, honestly. So hopefully as I'm recording this, it's not being wasted. I really hope so, honestly, because right now I can't see what's being recorded. I'm using my big TV screen to record, to see what I'm playing, but I'm not looking at my TV. I'm not looking at my computer where it's recording the content. Whoa, okay. Whoa, keep that big boost. Ah, you didn't keep it. And there we have it. I put it on medium difficulty, but that's actually easy difficulty for me, so I'm unable to connect to servers. I really don't care anymore. Alright, Prehistoric Playground, medium as well. And we're gonna change the cards. Oh, that's the wheel. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I know it's not the right setting, but I'm gonna use a snowplower, give it the snowstorm. but the paint job will be a bit oldish looking, like crikey yellow. Yeah, it looks a bit dirty. Yeah, the wheels also look a bit dirty. Crikey! Yeah, look at that dirty wheel. Yeah, I like it. And then the character will change into someone of that era, actually, like Saber-Tooth-Pura. Yeah, so cute! Alright, let's go. Alright, here we go. In 2, 1, fly! So I'm just gonna repeat what I was talking about in the previous attempt of this recording. Basically, I think one of the things I was talking about actually was the fact that I was actually deciding between myself whether I prefer Crash Team Racing or Team Sonic Racing, honestly. The only reason why I'm comparing them is because they're both racing games and they both came out at the exact year. So that's why I'm only comparing them. But honestly, they have their own sense of fun. But of course, I got people asking me, do you prefer Team Sonic Racing or Crash Team Racing or something like that? And you know what? To be honest, it's a hard back. What in the fair maiden? Anyway, to be honest, it's a bit hard for me to answer because, okay, to put it bluntly, I'll just say it bluntly. To put it bluntly, I feel like I'm gonna enjoy more Team Sonic Racing. But I feel like I'm only saying I prefer more Team Sonic Racing purely because of the fact that it's a Sonic game, and I'm more of a Sonic fan than a Crash Bandicoot fan. I mean, I've been a Crash Bandicoot fan before Sonic the Hedgehog, but Sonic the Hedgehog franchise had a bit more of an impact to my life rather than Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot has been an early impact to my life, yes, but not as much as Sonic the Hedgehog, honestly. So I feel like I'm gonna say Team Sonic Racing more than Crash Team Racing, but purely because of the fact that it's a Sonic game and like that. With that being said, there are a lot of things that I find better in Crash Team Racing than in Team Sonic Racing, and vice versa. Like, for example, in terms of gameplay, I would applaud, well, Crash Team Racing for being a bit more... God damn it! Fudge! For being a bit more unique. I mean, the control scheme is hard, but the fact that if you were to successfully do a drift boost, it feels rewarding. Compared to Team Sonic Racing, it feels more like a traditional, more realistic racing game where the cars feel a bit heavier and the controls feel a bit simpler, actually, but it's more emphasized on speed. So honestly, in terms of uniqueness, I would have to go a bit more with Crash Team Racing, but that's only based on uniqueness. Now, in terms of customizing the cars, honestly, that's a bit of a mixed bag for me, because in this game, it's more general. There's a lot more options, honestly. There's a lot more. But it's more into the stance like it has to look that way, it has to be in that texture and all that stuff. But the good thing about it is that you can make any character drive any car, and it uses any wheel and body, basically. So that's a cool thing right there. But the thing is, you can't really go that into detail on how your car wants to look like. In Team Sonic Racing, on the other hand, each character has to drive their own designated car, and their customizations are quite limited, except for the fact in terms of color and texture. I could really make a specific part of that car yellow or black, and could be gold, and could be like metallic, or, you know, paintish and like that. So it really depends, honestly. So I'm sort of a mixed bag into it. If you're more into a general, like, okay, choose a wheel, choose a cart, choose a character playing it, then Crash Team Racing's for you. If you're more into, like, you know, playing Need for Speed games, or, you know, Forza Horizon type of games, a more realistic type of car racing games, then Team Sonic Racing is for you. But in the end, I would have to say Team Sonic Racing, but mainly because of the fact that it's a Sonic game. Not really for the aesthetics itself, but mainly because of the fact that it's a Sonic game, so yeah. Alright, now we're gonna go to the bonus cup and do the rest of these tracks, so let's go. So I'm gonna pick Spyro as my character, the Ice Breath Spyro, because that's new for me. And I'm gonna choose the Dragonfly, the decal's right there. The wheels shall be its own, but the color shall be kept that way. I prefer it this way, it looks cooler. I mean, I could put in my own color, but it looks a bit too much, honestly. It doesn't look that good for me. But this one, the Crying Yellow, I mean, nah, this one is not that. It's showing off a different color, but this one looks fine. This one looks fine. So, here we go. Ready. Here we go. 2, 1. Whee! Alright, here we go. I sincerely hope that the recording's doing just fine. Because I don't want to end up like finishing all this and then going back and realizing it's the same thing again, so yeah. Honestly. I'm just gonna check right now, actually. Oh god! No, no, don't hit me! You... jeez. My... froze there for a second. God damn it. Okay, I'm doing poorly. I'm doing poorly! Come here! Yeah, got you. Got you. Oh no, you jumped over it. But I went past you, so never mind. Okay, here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, here we go, love. I remember playing, remember I used to make videos of the Spyro games? Of the recent re-releases of Spyro, basically. I only made a video of the first game, basically, but there were like 2 other games, honestly. So, I remember just only playing, like, what do you call this, the other, like, the Game Boy Spyro. That was the only Spyro game I ever remember playing when I was young, because I was just more into Crashy. But, honestly, I like playing Spyro. Oh, quite that. Although I do realize that I would like to prefer playing it on my own time, like not making a let's play out of it or something like that. Those kind of games feel like I just want to play on my own, honestly. Because there's a lot of games actually that are out that I play on my own. But sometimes I just decide whether do I want to make a video out of this? Do I feel like making out of it? Because you know, when you do a let's play or when you record something, you get a different feeling, basically. When you look into a game and go like, oh, I want to play this game, it's different than saying like, ooh, I'm gonna record this game. No, it feels different, honestly. Because now you have to start thinking about the setup you're doing, what you have to say, what you have to do, the fact that you have to speak, honestly. So, that is why. So sometimes I need to gauge in, do I feel like I want to make a recording out of this game, or do I just simply want to play it? So, that's it. And the Spyro games, while great, honestly, I felt more like I wanted to just not make videos, but at least just, you know, play them on my own time and not make videos out of them. It's just like one of those personal games I just want to play and just like relax and snooze, honestly. So that's how it was. Okay, here we go. 2, 1. Cranky, mate! Did anyone play the Spyro game when Crash was in it? I never played any Spyro game, by the way. Never did. But I was just interested in the fact that not Spyro, Skylanders. Why am I saying Spyro? They once played the Skylander games, and they went the time when Crash was in that game, when Crash was like a special character in there, and he like started talking, and all of us were like, what? What was that? Because you know, Crash fans will all know that Crash doesn't speak. He's like, I don't know if he's either too dumb to speak or he's just acting it out like he doesn't want to speak. But honestly, it was all surprising for us to hear him speak in an Australian accent. It was quite amazing for me. I think it was pretty terrible for everyone else because it was like, what the heck, this is too weird. But for me it was rather amazing because I was surprised when I was like watching the cutscenes on YouTube. He was like, "Crikey, mate, where am I? Oh, you're a purple dragon if I've ever seen one." I was like, what? So you see, this guy, Neo-Cortex, has been trying to turn me into a super soldier, but I tried to go against his wishes, now he's trying to destroy everyone that I ever loved. So I don't even know why I'm here, honestly. So I try to find a way, and that's where I am now. God damn it. So I was like, whoa. Hey mate, you like that dragon over there, right? Oh, you like her, huh? You like dark and brooding dragons? Yeah, I got myself a girlfriend once, but I don't remember where she is. I think she just drew off and fell off someone else. I mean, honestly. So I was like, what the heck? Is that Crash? What? I was like really surprised. Crikey, mate. You know I can spin a top here. I'm a Bandicoot. I'm like, what? This is weirdly awesome. I love it. Like, wow! Wow! I was like, whoa! I bet every other Crash fan was not so pleased with it, honestly. It's just one of those things, you know, where you could tell other fans will hate it, but you personally love it. I've come to that point now where I know, not all the time though, don't get me wrong. Not all the time though, but I've come now to the point where I could tell if a certain fan base will enjoy it or not, even though I personally enjoy it or not. So I was like, so when I heard that, I was like, I don't think many Crash Bandicoot fans will enjoy this. Because it was like, it's too weird. It's weird for me, and it's awesome, but a lot of people just don't like weirdness, honestly. So, yeah, it's a shame. Alright, here we go. Koala Carnival, mate. Oh, the Koala Carnival is just really one of the best carnivals you'll ever see. Them koalas really know how to put up a circus right there. You should try this right there in the Sydney Opera. But isn't that usually what people sing? It's where lots of talent be made there, man. It's not always about opera. But it's mainly for opera, but it's still mainly, you gotta watch it, man. The koalas there, they really know how to act their game up. You know, I was really so surprised. This is one of the things I was talking about also in my other attempt of recording this. The fact that, you know, when you meet an actor or an actress for a first time, like the first movie you see them, they do a certain accent, right? And then all of a sudden, when you hear them in interviews, they're using their actual accents, and it like surprises you. Like, what? Whoa! That's how he or she actually sounds like. I love those moments, honestly. And I had that moment when I was looking at interviews with Hugh Jackman, basically, because I got so used to hearing Hugh Jackman as like the Wolverine in an American accent. So I always thought that he was American. But then, like, now later, when I'm more into actually like listening to interviews with celebrities and all that stuff, all of a sudden I hear him like in The Greatest Showman talking in an Australian accent. I was like, whoa, what? And then that's when I realized, oh, he's Australian. I was like that, and I was so surprised because I got so used to him going like, get out of the way, punk, I'm gonna go kill you with my adamantium claws or something like that. And then you gotta hear him in the interview. Oh yeah, I mean we've been dancing, practicing for weeks. I mean, it's only 6 weeks, and that's like shorter than every time you try to practice for any dance sequence. And I'm like, what? He sounds... Wow, I wasn't expecting that, and that's why I was like, I love him even more now. Wow, it was amazing like that. I think I had another experience like that recently with another actress. Basically, I think it was with an actress named Karen Gillan, if that's her name. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but it's basically with Karen Gillan because I first saw her as Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy, and then she was, you know, the badass girl in Jumanji, basically, the dance fighting girl like that. So yeah, I got used to her with that American accent. But then you hear her in the interviews, and then recently in Spies in Disguise, with a Scottish accent. Like you hear him like, oh, I know who that is, I know who that is. Oh, your abilities are that. But then you hear her in the interviews like, yeah, I love it. I mean, I love that they bring an old series back and that I become a part of it in some way. And I'm like, what? She sounds cool. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, it's one of those moments where I like those moments where you get used to you get used to an actor or actress using a certain accent, but then you hear them in real life and it's their actual accent's completely different. I love those encounters. I think the only other time where it was in reverse for me was with Robert Downey Jr. I already know he has an American accent, basically, but I just loved his Sherlock Holmes British accent. I was like, that's Sherlock Holmes. That's Robert Downey Jr.? Wow, he does a really good Sherlock Holmes. Or, you know, a British accent in general. Like, you hear him in Iron Man and any other movie where he uses his actual American accent. He's like, hey there cuties, here lovelies, and like that, hey, and like that. But then, you hear him in Sherlock Holmes. And even now in the new Doolittle movie, you hear him like, we're about to embark on this perilous journey. I'm like, whoa! That's cool! Wow! I love his Sherlock Holmes accent. It sounds so royal British. And you and I, yes. Oh, it's perhaps the constant truth. I was like, whoa, wow. And that's why I'm so happy that he has that accent now in the new Doolittle movie, basically. I think it's a good casting for Robert Downey Jr. to play as Dr. Doolittle in the new one. It was epic. I like the trailer, and I love how he's using his British accent. we're about to embark on this perilous journey. Hello, Perry. It's so awesome. I love his British accent. He does it quite well. It sounds so intimidating, royal, like this guy's been places. You hear him and he's like, that's smart. Like that. It's okay to be scared. It's like, wow! I like him. Man, it's quite cool. Yep. Okay, I was just losing my footing there for a second. I lost my grip, that's why. There, okay. Oof. It's because I'm using a Nintendo Switch GameCube controller. I don't know why, whenever I play on the Switch now, I much prefer playing on the GameCube controller. The one for the Nintendo Switch. I don't know why. As much as I really love the Nintendo Switch Pro controller because of how much it melts into my hand, like, perfectly. It's just like, wow, I love it. But the GameCube, it's just so weirdly unique that I just love it. I love how weird it looks. I love how oddly placed the buttons are. I love the C-stick. It's just so... It's not like any other controller I usually see, honestly. Now, of course, for playing professionally, this is not the controller to go to. I mean, like, there's still some limitations. It takes a lot to get used to, so it's rather you stick with like an Xbox One controller or the Nintendo Pro controller if you're trying to play pro at the pro leagues and like that. But if you just want to like feel good, like feel different good, something like that, then play using Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Not the themed ones, I mean the actual Nintendo Switch Pro Nintendo Switch GameCube controller, basically. Ah! Not the ones that are themed, you know, that are wired and like that. No, I'm talking about the actual Nintendo Switch GameCube replica controllers. The ones that are, like, trying to focus similarly to the original GameCube. So, yeah, that one. So it's awesome, honestly. Whew! There, finally. Froze there for a second. Yeah, I got all the coins! Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty. So yeah, with that being said, I think I'm gonna end this video right here. So I played all the bonus tracks that are available right now. I'm not sure if they're gonna make any new tracks or new content for this game. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video right here. So comment down below if you are a Crash Bandicoot fan, and if you are, have you played any of the previous Crash games? And I'm not talking about the remakes, basically, the one released in 2017, 2018, like that. No, I'm talking about, did you play them during the time they were released originally, like on the PS1, PS2 and stuff like that? And comment down below what's your favorite Crash Bandicoot game, and who's your favorite Crash Bandicoot character. Honestly, you know who's my favorite Crash Bandicoot character? Aku Aku. I just love the mask. I especially loved how you use him in Crash of the Titans. Even though that game itself is not a very good Crash game, I remember fondly having a lot of fun time playing that game because you get to control titans and stuff, and you get to use Aku Aku to control them, and like tattoo tribal marks overflow or glow on them, and I was like, I'm impressed with that. I like that. So yeah, that's another memorable Crash Bandicoot game I remember playing. I remember playing like one of the older Crash Nitro Kart games on the PS1 or something like that. I remember playing some old Crash Bandicoot racing games, like you know, Crash Tag Team Racing, where you get to fuse with other race trackers. I remember that. So I specifically like that game specifically because of the fact you get to fuse, and that there's another whole world you can explore other than just racing. So I remember that fondly. Anyway, so those are mine. What are yours? And comment down below as well. Do you prefer Crash Team Racing or Team Sonic Racing? Whatever, vice versa. Tell your reasons why or stuff like that. And with that being said, I shall end this video right here. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and share if you'd like to see more. Bye bye!